Hello viewers, welcome to Standard Voice Television News Update. I am Samira Ibrahim. The Bureau of Public Procurement had called on all ministries, departments and agencies, as well as relevant stakeholders, to fully comply with the new presidential directives on public procurement, as approved by the Federal Executive Council during its meeting held on Monday, May 5, 2025 at the Council Chamber, State House, Abuja. The newly approved Nigeria First policy prioritizes Nigerian industries and contractors in all public procurement activities and is a key component of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The BPP commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Federal Executive Council for this strategic policy initiative to enhance local industries' capacity, competitiveness, and sustainability. In light of this development, the BPP urged all MDEs and procurement stakeholders to familiarize themselves with the policy details articulated by the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Muhammad Idris, during the post-FEC briefing to the State House Press Co. According to the BPP, to ensure effective implementation, the agency stands ready to engage with procurement officers and stakeholders to develop and operationalize a local content compliance framework. This, according to the agency, will provide clear guidelines and support mechanisms for achieving compliance regarding the policy's objectives. The standard bidding document is one of the newly revised 17 standard bidding documents. In collaboration with its development partners, BPP is now training procurement officers and contractors on its use in the ongoing capacity building program in the 6 geopolitical zones. The BPP congratulates all Nigerians on adopting this transformative policy, which is expected to create employment opportunities, stimulate domestic production, and foster sustainable national development. The Zamfara State Factional House of Assembly has, on Tuesday, charged Governor Dauda Lawal to establish 3 IDP camps in the state following the failure of his administration to fulfill one of its cardinal campaign promises to end armed banditry in the state. In a motion moved by Honorable Ibrahim Tudu Tukur, member representing Bakura State constituency, the factional member said Governor Dauda Lawal has steadily allowed the escalation of insecurity in the state while abandoning displaced persons to roam the streets of towns begging for what to eat without any help in sight from the state government, after it fails to protect their lives, property and businesses. Honorable Tudu, who suggested the setting of 1 IDP camp in each of the 3 senatorial districts of the state, explained that the measures will give the displaced persons a sense of belonging and save them from continued vulnerability. He accused the governor of not holding regular security meetings with heads of security agencies who could come up with superior approach on how to tackle the situation, nor is he ever ready to listen to other critical stakeholders on other ways to handle the menace. The member, who expressed serious concern over the security challenges in the state, further noted that with the establishment of the IDP camps, the internally displaced persons who are being terrorized by bandits will have access to provision of good health care and economic well-being, while their children could go to school with relative ease, and that the government will have accurate data and location of the IDPs. Also, in their separate contributions, Honorable Nasir Abdullahi Maru, representing Maru North, Honorable Mukhtar Nasiru Kaura, representing Auran Namoda North, and Honorable Bashir Bello Sarkin Zango, representing Bungudu West, said within 1 week, Many villages including Madara da Yau Daba in Ƙauren Namoda, Kwaron Ganuwa, Musawa, Kalgo, Raka inside Tsafe Metropolis in Tsafe Local Government, ‘Yar Galma in Bungudu Local Government, and Danmagori Town of Bungudu Local Government were attacked, but not a single sympathy visit was paid to the families of victims by the state government, and described the attitude as condemnable. The lawmakers lamented how the state government ordered the arrest of some residents of Madara village of Ƙauren Namoda local government area just because they carried out a peaceful protest to the emir of Ƙauren Namoda over the persistent killing and abduction of innocent people in their communities. Those arrested were accused of destroying flowers at the emir's palace and are being held at the State Police CID in Gusau without any other charges, as if the flowers are more valuable than humans. Similarly, the Federal Assembly under its Speaker Gumi accused Governor Dauda Lawal and the alleged former Speaker Bilyaminu Ismail Muriki of diverting the sum of 800 million naira monthly in the name of special assignments, describing it as coordinated corruption aimed at spawning Zamfara taxpayers' money for their selfish reasons. This came under matter of public importance moved by the House Minority Leader Honorable Aliyu Angu Kagara of Mafara South constituency. Kagara urged the House to investigate the duo of the former Speaker and Governor Dauda Lawal over the matter. Contributing Honorable Faruk Musa Dusa representing Maradun 1, Honorable Aminu Ahmed Keta representing Tsafe West, and Honorable Bashir Abubakar Masama representing Bukoyo North said the monthly 800 million naira has now been removed to personal accounts for the period of 23 months, adding that if judiciously utilized, will have saved the state capital Gusau from its current perennial water shortage, which forced residents to buy a 25-litre jerrycan at between 300 to 500 naira. The Speaker, Bashir Aliyu Gumi, then referred the matter to the House Ad Hoc Committee for investigation, with the report to be forwarded to EFCC and ICPC for further investigation and prosecution. Lastly, the Gumi-led Assembly condemned in clear terms the attitude of Governor Dauda Lawal's administration in abandoning Zamfara students in Cyprus, forcing them into terrible labor jobs, and facing embarrassing deportation threats despite their parents' pleas on the government to settle their outstanding school fees. The members particularly lamented how the female students were made to face such hardship, quarreling that if they were the governor's daughters, the government would not allow them to face such embarrassing and humiliating condition. The House then adjourned the sitting to its next legislative day. The Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has paid a courtesy visit to the Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation, Mr. Andrei Velosov, at the Russian Ministry of Defense building in Moscow. A statement by the Director of Information Defense Headquarters, Brigadier General Tukur Sama'ila Gusau, said the visit was aimed at reiterating Nigeria's solidarity with the Federation of Russia on its 80th Victory Day commemoration, in honor of Russian heroes who paid the ultimate price for the Federation during World War II. The visit, according to General Gusau, was highly rewarding as it enabled the CDS to reaffirm Nigeria's commitment to military cooperation with the Russian Federation. He said the visit also provided an opportunity for the CDS to outline the operational needs of the AFN, which Russia could potentially support. Responding, the Russian Defense Minister expressed appreciation for the visit and noted that, in line with the military technical cooperation, Russia was prepared to provide the necessary military assistance to the armed forces of Nigeria. The Russian Defense Minister further stated that the outcome of subsequent engagements, such as the meeting of the Intergovernmental Working Group and the Armed Forces of Nigeria, will be more fruitful. The Russian defense minister expressed appreciation for the visit and noted that, in line with the military technical cooperation, Russia was prepared to provide the necessary military assistance to the armed forces of Nigeria. Governor Obasani of Kaduna State expressed his deep sorrow over the loss of Alhaji Ramalan Yaro, describing him as a pillar of strength for both Muslim Ummah and the wider community. Alhaji Ramalan Yaro, a revered figure with the Zazzau Emirate, was well known for his dedication to community service and his hard work throughout his life. The news was shared with heavy hearts and deep gratitude to Almighty Allah by Senator Obasani, the governor of Kaduna State, on Monday, May 12th, via his official Twitter handle. The governor noted that, as a traditional title holder, he was turbaned as the Turakin Dawakin Zazzau, a title reflecting his significant role in the region. He was highly rewarded not only as a traditional leader but also as a religious guide, offering wisdom and counsel to both the Zazzau Emirate and the larger Kaduna State community. His passing has left a void in both the traditional and political spaces of the region, and tributes have poured in from across the state and beyond. A new federal government scheme called Youth Credit Initiative is to provide about 400,000 co-members with between 100 to 150,000 naira. The initiative, a partnership between Credit Co Nigeria and the NYSC, aims to provide affordable consumer credit to serving co-members. According to Dada Olusegun, Special Assistant to President Tinubu on social media, the scheme is designed to promote a culture of good credit among young Nigerians. He noted that the beneficiaries can access loans ranging from 100,000 to 150,000 naira to sort out urgent needs like clothing, mattresses, phones, and basic furniture. Dada added that the loan will be repayable during the service year at a single-digit interest rate, making it accessible and manageable for core members. According to him, before loan approval, applicants will be educated on credit scores and responsible borrowing to build financial literacy. He states that President Tinubu's administration hopes the program will reshape attitudes toward credit before core members enter the workforce. The SA also confirmed that the federal government has already set aside 6 billion naira for the rollout of the Youth Card scheme. He said the implementation will start with financial institutions already working with NYSC, and full rollout is expected within the next 12 months. Governor Obasani of Kaduna State has said that the Tinubu's agricultural policies have been reducing poverty in Nigeria, especially in northern Nigeria. The Kaduna State Governor has credited President Ahmed Tinubu's agricultural initiative, which he said is significantly reducing poverty in northern Nigeria, particularly in the northwest region. Speaking during the distribution of presidential palliative relief materials at Umaru Musa Yar'Adua Hall in Kaduna, Governor Obasani praised the Tinubu administration for what he described as unprecedented support for agricultural development. The governor highlighted various forms of support, including fertilizer distribution, funding for smallholder farmers, and billions of naira in direct financial aid. He noted that these measures were distributed across party lines, demonstrating the administration's commitment to inclusive development. He also stressed the importance of local government autonomy in sustaining the gain of the administration's development agenda, urging continuous support for Tinubu's policies. Governor Obasani pointed out that all 23 local government chairmen in Kaduna State were present at the event, reflecting their critical role in implementing the federal government's poverty reduction and agricultural strategies at the grassroots level. That has been the news update for today. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.